So here we have number I. On number I, they say we are given y, which is given as 1 all over 2x plus 1 minus 1. And then here, the first question says, determine the equation of the asymptotes, okay?
Yes.
Now, on number I, then we put say I here, and then we say number 1. Now, how to determine the equation of the asymptote? This is an exponential function, okay?
Yes.
How many asymptotes do you have? Only going to have 1. Then we're going to say y is going to be whatever the value of q is, okay? Then you're going to say y is going to be equal to minus 1. And then we'll give you 1 mark for this. And then we go to number 2. Number 2, they say determine the y-intercept. Okay?
Yes.
How do you determine the y-intercept?
X is 0.
X should be 0. So you're going to have y, which is going to be 1 all over 2. 0 plus 1 minus 1. And then you type this in your Casio calculator. What do you get? You get
Minus 1 over 2.
you get okay, minus 1 all over 2.
Minus 0,5.
And then it means what you have 0, which goes with minus 0,5. We still find it.
Yes.
And we go to number 3. Okay. On number 3, what are we looking for? X-intercept. How do you get the x-intercept?
Y.
So you're going to have 0, which is going to be equal to 1 all over 2 x plus 1 minus 1. Okay?
Yes.
You take this one to this other side.
Mm.
If you take this one to this other side, it says which you're going to have 1 all over 2 to the power of x plus 1, which is going to be 1. We took this one to this other side. I guess it's negative.
Yes.
It comes this side is going to become what? Positive. Yeah, and then I just rewrote it in a way that it's going to be understandable. Okay, now from here onwards, you want to make the bases to be the same. The bases are not the same, okay? Now you can make the bases to be the same by doing the following. You can say, let's raise this to the power of 1 all over 2 to the power of 0. Again, any number to the power of 0 is going to give you what? 1. So you're going to have 1 all over 2 x plus 1, which is going to be 1 all over 2 to the power of 0. Any number to the power of 0 is 1. Bases are equal. If the bases are equal, then you can drop the exponents. Okay?
Yes.
Then you can say we are going to have x plus 1, which is going to be equal to what? To 0. Therefore, x is going to be equal to what?
Negative
Minus 3. And then you come and say you have minus 1, which goes with what? With 0. Okay, what else should we do here? We are going to draw again. Now, let's start with the asymptote. And then we go to the x-intercept and the y-intercept. What is the asymptote? It's minus 1 again.
Yes.
So you go to minus 1 and then you come and shade and say here we have minus 1. On minus 1, you're going to have dotted lines. Okay? Okay. Now that we have the asymptote, let's get the x-intercept. What do you have as your x-intercept?
Minus 0,5.
X-intercept.
Oh, minus 1.
Minus 1. And then we'll come and say here on the x-intercept. Yeah, and then we come here on the x-intercept. You say on the x-intercept what we have? We have minus 1. Okay?
Yes.
You come and say which here we have a gate. So we're opening a gate. And then we also have our y-intercept. Okay?
Mm.
What is our y-intercept?
Minus 0,5.
Minus 0,5. Minus 0,5. And then from here onwards, now that we have these two things, then we can get the shape. Okay? How to get the shape? We're going to go to our calculator. And then on our calculator, we're going to say we have mode 7. Okay? And then you press this thing. What do you get? You have 1 all over 2. So it's 1 all over 2. And then you close your bracket to the power. It's alpha x plus 1
All minus 1.
minus 1 equals 2. And then where do we want to start? We can just start here at minus 2. Okay? So we're going to start at minus 2. Where do we want to end?
1.
We can end at 1 or 2. Let's end at 1. And then from here it says minus 2 goes with 1.
Yeah.
minus 2 is going to go with 1. Here it is. And then minus 1 goes with 0. And then you can connect these two. Then you can say, okay, we're starting from here. And then from 0. And then from 0, you go to minus 0.5. Okay.
Yes.
1, you go to
Minus 0.75.
minus 0.75, which is here. And then you connect this here. Now, this thing here, it's going to approach, it's approaching this thing here. And then here it's going upwards. Here it's going to be moving upwards. And then this is how you're going to, your graph is going to look like. Your graph is not like this, guys. It's not curving graph. Your graph is something like this. This is an exponential graph. And then for this one, I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3. X-intercept, did you mark X-intercept? X-intercept is 3 marks. Yeah, we're going to give you 1 mark for putting 0 here, 1 mark for making this to the power of 0, and then 1 mark for the X-intercept.